Before I get stuck into my speech, I just want to acknowledge a few people. So Zoe and the graduation team for putting on this amazing event. I thank you very much. For all the AIB academics, for your support throughout the MBA journey. I'm sure I'm not the most popular student. I had a lot of questions, but I do appreciate your support, so thank you. And I'd also like to acknowledge the AIB organisation for developing a practical MBA. I thought at the start this may have just been a marketing slogan, but what I came to learn was that it was clear to me that this was real-world teaching, it was practical, and that it applied to the workforce. I don't think a lot of education providers have nailed this practical MBA, so congratulations to you guys, you deserve it. To my fellow graduates, the fact that you're sitting right here tonight means you are a winner. So acknowledge that. At some point, like me, you had a goal, you made a commitment, and you persevered until you achieved that goal. And that right there is how you achieve anything in life. Sure, there were a few hiccups along the way. I'm sure doubt started to creep in, and you most likely had to juggle multiple commitments throughout your journey, whilst enduring some late night cramming for exams and assignments just like myself. But the important thing is you stuck with it. You pushed yourself past the comfort zone that the majority of people in life live in, and you made it out alive at the end. So that is something really remarkable, and I think it's really worth recognising tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge the fact that we apparently have 20% of Shark Tank in the room tonight with Janine Ellis as the keynote speaker. And as a business enthusiast, I can't help but feel compelled to give her my pitch on my latest and greatest idea. It's usually my wife who has to endure my late night pitches, so I think for just today, she can be the one that receives it. And finally, I just want to acknowledge my wife, who was my rock and supported me through my journey. I couldn't have done it without her, and I think we can all recognise the loved ones and the families that probably had to sacrifice a lot so we could be here tonight, so thank you. I have done a lot of reflecting tonight, and there's two things that I'm very grateful for standing up here today. The first is the privilege of standing in front of you, no doubt our future business leaders of this country, and there's no doubt in my mind that the people sitting here before me in this room will play their part in shaping our future. And the second thing that I'm very grateful for is the fact that we're living in this country at this particular time in history. I think we're exposed to such an abundant amount of opportunity that we can take advantage of. I truly believe that if you're ambitious, driven, and open to the possibilities in life, that you have everything you need to succeed in today's environment. I look around this room today and I see that fire in your eyes. I see the desire for positive change, the desire to improve the quality of your life, and ultimately live life on your own terms. So what does this piece of paper mean to us anyway? I'm sure we all have those friends that like to remind us that Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook. He was a college dropout, and he's one of the wealthiest men in the world. But to me, this parchment is very symbolic, and it represents freedom and choice. The knowledge I've acquired throughout my academic journey has given me the skill set and confidence I need to be able to choose what I want to do in life. Whether that be playing trying to climb the corporate ladder or growing my own private company. There is no right answer for you and for me. And there, I think, lies the beauty of what the MBA represents. The choice is ours to mould our future as we see fit, so we can go out and do whatever we want. So now that we have the knowledge and we've achieved our ambitious goal of obtaining this prestigious parchment, we can now all sit back in our corporate jobs, plan our plan our trips to the Cayman Islands to visit our tax accountant. I'm sure it's all going to be easy from here. But unfortunately, life isn't that simple. And although this marks the end of one journey, it also symbolises, I think, the next journey in our life, which is a significant one. You see, the notion that knowledge is power is somewhat misleading. Knowledge is potential power to me. Execution is the real key. Sustainable change takes action. The challenge now is to build on our momentum and use the knowledge we have acquired as a foundation for whatever it is in our career we're truly hungry for. But the MBA has taught us all that we are very capable of big things. We've learned a lot about ourselves and our limits. We are achievers and we are business leaders. We just need to repeat the same process that got us to where we are today. And that's make a commitment, set our goals, and don't stop until we achieve our dreams. This reminds me of one of my favourite quotes in life, which is, if you want to take the island, burn your boats. With absolute commitment comes the insight that creates real victory. So we've established that we have opportunity and we have the knowledge necessary to succeed, and we understand execution is king. Unfortunately, what I've come to realise is there's one missing ingredient. There's one missing ingredient necessary for a rich life, and that is to find your passion. Only when we become practitioners of our passion are we able to live a truly fulfilled life. Once you can achieve this, your whole life undergoes a paradigm shift. You no longer view your profession as a job or work. You're just doing what you love every single day of the year. So take this time now to smell the roses in life and find the pleasure in the process rather than achieving the outcome. I think if we can do this, we'll all achieve a very rich life. So while we can all be proud of this moment, I do believe we all have an obligation now to take our lessons learned and knowledge obtained throughout our MBA journey and really execute on our dreams. For ourselves, but more importantly, for our families that have been there with us throughout the journey. So I challenge you all, be the future business leaders you're all capable of becoming, and make most of the time that you have. You only get one shot to play the game of life, so you may as well dream big and play the game full out. Thank you.